Good evening, sports fans. That time of the year has come. The time of March Madness is upon us, and we know you're needing help filling out those brackets. So let's just get right into it, Josh. You know how we do. Best time of the year. What's your overall thought on the bracket?
There's been a lot of talk of the committee not doing a very good job on seeding teams and putting teams in the right place, leaving teams out that should have been in, putting teams in that shouldn't have been in.
You know who headed that up? Oklahoma. Joe Castiglione, the athletic director.
He could have done a better job. But all that doesn't matter now. All that matters is the games.
Let the games be played. What's the thing I'll say is parity all year.
Yeah, it's been a crazy year.
And yet all these experts who you have to pay to get their podcast, we give you a free podcast, and I'm not going to go that road of chalk. I'm going to say there's big time upsets. Josh, give us one first round upset that you have.
Let's see. I'm looking at Northern Iowa beating Texas. I know Iowa's got 3 or 4 senior guards. They know how to play. They beat North Carolina already this year. They beat Iowa State already this year. They can play. They've made tournament runs before. And Texas is an up and down team.
Absolutely. Texas is cold shooting team. Beware of those teams. I have them too. I'll take your Arizona, or I'll see your Northern Iowa and raise you a Hawaii.
Ooh.
The Big Island. The college that played Oklahoma to the last second, they could go. I have them in the Sweet 16 because Maryland is going to choke.
Yeah.
Speaking of, we have a lot of friends in the Maryland area, but I had to have Maryland get knocked off by South Dakota State. The sleepers, the Cinderellas, I'm all about them, Josh, as you know. Any takes from each region? Any things you see that stand out to you before we get into our final 4 picks for the users?
I did see that the committee wanted Kentucky and Indiana to play. Even though they're not supposed to project matchups, it looks like they did there. Michigan State being in the Midwest is going to make that tough for Virginia. They played each other a couple times in the tournament.
Yeah, this will be the 3rd time if it happens.
Yeah, so that could be a big potential matchup. And we'll see how the Big 12 does. They've got lots of teams in, high seeds, see if they can live up to expectation.
They're by far the best conference. One thing to look at is a 1 seed is going to go down to an 8 or 9 seed.
Yeah.
Because that's what we've seen all season long. Why would it change now? You look at Providence, they got 2 of the best players, NBA-bound players. Chris Dunn, a baller
from Delaware, Ben Bentil.
Oh, okay. Yes.
The big man.
That's right. And so I say look for 1 to go down to a 9 or 8 seed. I say look for any seeds in the 2 through 6 to be in the final 2. And then I also wanted to point out, Seton Hall, Isaiah Whitehead. Look out for him. He's a guy. Who's a guy you think who can just take over a game and win any given game by himself single-handedly? You always look for those.
Yeah. You mentioned Providence. Chris Dunn, if he can cut down on bad turnovers, he can really. I mean, he's a high lottery pick. He can control a game. That's if they play North Carolina, that's going to be a tough game for North Carolina.
Very tough. I wouldn't. That's the last team I want to play in the second round if I'm the 1 seed.
And then Michigan State, your Denzel Valentine. I mean, do it all, triple double machine. He could carry them pretty far.
Mike Williams, Press Secretary. How may I direct your call?
Okay, Newman. I just got. We have a special caller
would you
here.
like to speak to Newman?
Yeah, so we'd like to speak to Newman.
Yes, please.
Hold on.
Sorry, Josh. I'm bringing in a guest speaker for our podcast here.
Hello?
Newman, how are you? Bracket.
Oh, I'm okay.
Yeah.
Okay. let's get right into it. Who is in your Final Four? You're live here on the Sanders and Mueller podcast March Madness edition.
Well, I have 2 number 1 seeds and 2 number 2 seeds. Is that good enough?
That's boring.
Boring,
I know,
but
right?
Newman, who are they? I'm not gonna like it, but who are they?
Guess it's Oklahoma then.
It is?
Guess.
Yes!
Yes.
Guess if they are.
I'm gonna say
Go with your heart.
no.
Oregon is in.
Oh.
Whoa.
No,
Okay.
no, they're not.
Newman, we're keeping it. We got to go to a
Keeping it
commercial.
short, fine, Oklahoma. I have Oklahoma from that.
Night. Okay, Oklahoma, and who's from the South above them?
Who's your guess?
Villanova.
Maryland.
No, that's a dumb choice. Kansas.
Maryland.
Oh, no. Yeah, still Kansas. Maryland's going to blow it maybe sooner than Villanova.
That's true.
Okay, so who is the rest of the three, Newman?
So we got UNC and we got Michigan State. I can see Michigan State being upset somewhere.
So that means you have Kansas as the fourth.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I said.
All right, well, last question before we get out here, Newman. Who's your favorite mascot
Favorite mascot?
Yes.
in the tournament?
St. Joe's. The Hawk will never die.
Oh, we love it.
that's a good
Hey,
pick.
thank you, Newman. We appreciate the time. Great job. You got in. You said what you need to say, and we'll see you on the court.
Delaware sucks.
We can cut that out.
Over and out. All right. So, Josh, how about we get into some serious Final Four picks? He went with who Seth Greenberg went, and, give me a real Final Four here.
I think I'm agreeing with Michigan State and Oklahoma.
Wow.
At the top, though, I got West Virginia, the 3 seed, coming out of the East.
What?
I have them beating Kentucky in the Elite Eight. And then I got to go with the heart in the South and pick Nova.
Josh, we have the exact same Final Four. This is not scripted. That shows you, viewers and listeners, we do not script it. I have Villanova, OU, West Virginia, and Michigan State. Is our top 2 any different, Josh?
I have Nova in the final, getting their revenge against Oklahoma from early in the season.
We beat them by about 20 points, folks, on a neutral site in Hawaii.
Yeah,
You were
thousands.
there.
Yeah. But I just have Michigan State as being the national champion.
Wow, Michigan State's the hot team right now. Come on, Sooner Nation. I have OU in the final against Michigan State. It's a rematch of Mateen Cleaves versus Eduardo Nahara just 12 years later. Spin it how you want it. You got OU, you got Michigan State, the 2 only teams who are going to be in the Final Four in football and basketball. And you have Buddy Buckets cutting down the nets. Boom! This is going to be a highlight of all highlights for you Sooner fans out there.
Yeah, that could be the 2 best players in the nation.
Yes.
Valentine and Heald.
Players of the year. Well,
Any other?
that's what we have for you, folks. If you want any questions about real team by team, player by player comparisons, just tweet us. And I'm at Sam Rocksta. Facebook us, find us, follow us, and we love y'all. Peace.
Adios.